What's going on, everyone? Weston here. Just want to show you how to install front brake pads on the CBR650R. My bike has about 18,000 miles on it now, and my front pads are shot. So I've got these EBC double centered pads. They are part number FA679HH in case you're looking for them yourself. One thing to note, whenever I bought these, I bought one set thinking, oh, it's just 4 pads. Turns out it is 2 pads. So if the price is around $50, you're only getting 2 pads. You have to order 2 sets of pads. It's dumb. I learned that the hard way, so you don't have to. Specifically for this bike, it is for the 650R with the radial mounted as compared to the F that has the linear mounted. I believe it's linear mounted. So I just want to show everyone how to do it, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, I'm going to try not to bump the camera stand here, but pretty extensive tool list we have going on down here. We have a flathead screwdriver and a 3/8 ratchet, 14mm. So we're going to go ahead and loosen these bolts up.
One hour later.
So we have our two 14mm out. Let's go ahead and pull it off these dowel pins right here. They're the ones that center it. So you don't have to worry about centering it. And then I just lightly pry side to side to get it loose. Careful we don't nick your wheel here. Pull it off. And there's your 2 brake pads. And then you're going to go ahead and use this flathead screwdriver to pry them all the way in, which you don't have to worry about the old pads that much because, well, they're old and going in the garbage. Make sure you get those pistons pushed all the way back. And then just lightly pop it out. And now these shims are specific in that they point downwards like this for the new pads, and you have to transfer them over. So that is how the shim sits, with the missing portion at the bottom. Back there lightly. Pop it out. And into the other side. There's that one out. Now I just take a microfiber or a shop towel and I wipe down the inside of the caliper just because the old brake pads are corrosive, or the old brake pad dust is corrosive. While you're in here, just give it a nice little wipe out. Clean it all up. Doesn't look too terrible in there. Alright, I'll lay that there. And like I said, here are the new pads, here are the old pads. So you can see we have to transfer this little plate over. So you just gently get behind here with a screwdriver. And pop it off. Then I like to put it on the ground and just bend these tabs in a little bit. Set it just like that. And ta-da. We'll go ahead and wipe this off. Now get your other old pad. Pop it off. Bend the tab down a little bit so it's tighter on the new pad. clip it on like so. Wipe this one off. And as you can see, here's the old pad versus the new pad, how much material is left. So you can see those are pretty worn out in comparison. Like I said, I did about 18,000 miles on my bike. These are the original pads, 18,000 miles. So now we have it like that. We're going to go ahead and put the two little tangs up top. Just push it in. And it sits in that little seat right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little seat that it sits in. The ears on the brake pad. And then be careful whenever you do this. But gently push on the top of the new pad to get the seat all the way. And the pistons have to be all the way in. And the first pad you put in has to be all the way at the back. Which, I'm an idiot, I put this wrong pad in. Just told you. Make sure that the plate is facing down, or the missing part of the plate is facing downward. Too busy talking to a camera. I must put the pads in wrong, telling you not to put them in that way. All the way in. There's that metal plate down there, so you kind of have to push in on it whenever you're going in. Like I said, the pad has to be all the way back for the other pad to fit in. And it's still a little tight.
2 hours later.
There it is. Now just get the screwdriver and gently push it all the way down. Now, as easy as just slipping it on. And threading it back in. Right, so now that we got everything done down below and we got everything bolted back up, make sure when you have the bike torn apart that you do not touch the brake lever, or you can pop out the pistons and lose all your brake fluid and possibly have to change the seals and everything else. So don't touch the lever whenever you have the system apart, and then once you do have everything put back together, you're going to go ahead and give this thing a bunch of pumps until it pumps back up to normal feel, or at least instead of coming all the way to the bar, you'll feel it has pressure behind it. That's what you want to do after you get it back together. Definitely don't forget that step, or else you won't have brakes. I'm going to go ahead and take this bike on a test ride now, and we'll see. Initially riding the 500, I put the same style pad on, and stock to this pad felt a lot better. On that bike, it gave me more feel in the brake lever, and also it did give me a little more bite, so it didn't require as much effort to pull the brakes, stop as hard. So let's go ahead and test ride this one now, and we'll see if it feels the same, or I'll give you my review of what I think first outing on the new brakes feel like. Alright, so just pulling out of my neighborhood, got the new pads on. Initially you want to do some bedding of the pads, so just slowly kind of roll on them. These are a lot louder than the factory ones. You can hear them kind of like hissing whenever you stop. So just lightly tapping on them to get them to seat to the rotors, kind of wearing together. if you stop, you don't want to hold the brakes on, because that can burn the pads into the rotor. You don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, this thing stops a lot faster, or a lot less effort to stop it. Pedal or lever feedback is a lot better. You can tell what the brakes are doing. Yikes, that's gonna actually take getting used to. Smells like brakes a little bit. A little lift over that hump there. Nice. That's nice. This car just spun out on the curb. Jesus. Yeah, that car just spun out on the curb in front of me. Well, not in front of me, but I saw it up on the curb, and the road was shut down for like a while. So that was annoying. Just sat there forever. Road work, potholes, tar and chip, and road work. The full Pittsburgh experience. No one's doing a thing. Nice. Gets the camera out to record, gets rained on every time. Just like, I swear I'm cursed. Every time I pull this camera out, I get rained on. Gotta love the tunnel traffic. Make sure no one rear ends me.
One eternity later.
Oh no. Your car broke down. Oh no. Yeah, good thing I moved, because I probably would have been sitting there for a long time. Come on, Hyundai, get over. Oof, can you name a worse place to break down? So this is fun. I'm trying to go get crystals for my girlfriend for Christmas, and it's taking me like 2 times as long as it should to get down to Pittsburgh. Oh, it sounds so good in the tunnel. Let her drive. Oh, it's dry on this side of the tunnel. Sweet. Right, so got a couple more miles on this with the new pads, and I am loving them. A lot less effort to brake, and a lot more feedback. You can kind of tell what the brakes are doing under braking. I mean, first ride with them, I am a little twitchy because I'm not used to them grabbing this hard, and I'm used to the bike, which is the even stranger thing. Like, if it was not my bike, I probably wouldn't be as bad off, but the fact that I'm used to this thing and I'm expecting the brakes to stop a certain amount and they stop a lot more throws me off a little bit, but it's for the better once I recalibrate my hand, my mind. So yeah, that's how you install them. I really like them. They feel a lot better than the factory pads, especially the factory pads that are worn out. So I'm gonna do it for the end of this video.
made it to the end, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace